one particularly notable story that was written here, even in the city of Idaho Falls, is Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. Now, this is a story did not take place here in Idaho, obviously. It takes place largely in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas and Missouri, which is where Wilson Rawls was from. One thing that a lot of people don't know is that Rawls then moved here to Eastern Idaho. He got a job at the Atomic Energy Commission, which is essentially what is now the Idaho National Laboratory. And Rawls first lived in Mud Lake and then lived here in Idaho Falls in a house on 11th Street for several years. And it was during that time that he met his future wife named Sophie Ky. And so Wilson had written these incredible stories about his childhood, his hunting dogs, right? When he met Sophie, he was so embarrassed by these stories that he burned them. And he was embarrassed because he didn't have a really robust formal education. And once Sophie, his fiance, found out about this, she encouraged them, oh, you gotta write these up again. And so he had already written some of this stuff before, but then living here in Idaho Falls in 3 feverish weeks, she encouraged him to write out these stories again, and then she became his editor. He didn't think he really had anything special, but Sophie knew that there was something special in these stories, and she packaged them up and sent them off to an editor, and the rest is history, right? This became Where the Red Fern Grows, and then he went on to write other stories too, and he became a household name in American literature in the mid to late 20th century. And he was also, just to folks here in Idaho Falls, known as Wilson, who lived right there on 11th Street, just a really nice guy who happened to become one of the most important children's writers of the 20th century.